Hello students, welcome to रिवीजन क्लास ऑफ एल्गा 4। बच्चों, ये रिवीजन क्लास एल्गा 4 के बच्चों के लिए है। अगर आपका एल्गा लेवल कुछ और है तो आप दूसरी वीडियो को देखिए। आपका एल्गा लेवल आपके बुक्स के ऊपर लिखा है, एल्गा बुक्स के ऊपर लिखा है। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट द रिवीजन क्लास फॉर एल्गा 4 यूनिट 5। So in this class we will revise unit 5 up to you have completed in your online classes. So let's start. We will start with the phonics section. So today in phonics section we will revise blends. Blends means joining the letter sounds. So when we join two or more different sounds for reading the words, we call it blending. So we will revise about different blends. The first blend is blur. BL makes the blur blend. So we will read the words with blur blend. The first word is blue. Blur and ooh, blue. Then blocks. Blocks. Then blood, blood, black, black. So I want all of you to read these blending sounds from your SR so that you can understand it well and you know how we will read them. The next blend is CLR blend. CL stands for CLR, CLR blend. So clock, clock, then class, class, then cloud, cloud, then clown, clown. Similarly, this is the next blend is floor blend. Next blend is floor blend, and we will read the first word is flag, flag. Next is fly, fly. Next is flower, flower. Next is floor, floor. And the last blend is plow blend. So in plow blend we will revise. First word is plant, plant. Next is plane, plane. Next is plate, plate. And the last word is plug, plug. So you have to revise all these blending sounds from your SR. Let's move towards the next section, and that is the whole words section. So section 2 is whole words. So today in whole words we will revise the whole words and try to frame sentences with using these whole words. So before reading the whole words we have to remember two things always. First is whole words are read on sight. We read them as we see them. And second thing is we do not use letter sounds while reading the whole words. We don't use phonic sounds, letter sounds. We just read them as we see them. So unit 5 whole words are which you have revised till now in your online classes. These 13 are the whole words. We will read them one by one. So the first whole word is again. Repeat after me. Again. And we can frame a sentence with using this whole word like it rained again last night. It rained again last night. Here we have used the whole word again. So you can also frame your own sentences. Next is both. The next whole word is both. So we can frame a sentence like they both worked hard to get good marks. They both worked hard to get good marks. So, and another whole word is ran. So you have to frame the sentences using these whole words in your notebooks. So next is looked, looked. Next is down, down. Next is take. Then full, full. Next is no, no. Next is only, only. Next is first, first. High, high. Then asked, asked. And the last word is had, had. So I want all of you to note down these words in your notebook and then frame sentences on these words. Let's move towards the next section. You can pause the video and note down these whole words. Afterwards, you can continue towards the next section. The next section is part 3, reading and listening comprehension. So in this section today we will do a new thing, that is retelling events. Retelling events, in this we will learn what is this. So the first question arises is, what are events? What do you mean by events? So the events are the things that happen during a story. Means whenever we are reading a story or listening a story, then events are the things that are happening in that story. Then what is retelling? Retelling means when you read a story and tell what happened in the story. Means when you read a story and you like the story and you go to your parents or teacher or friends to tell the story to them. That means retelling a story. So you tell them what was happened in the story which you read. So it is called retelling of events of that story. So in what order do we tell the story? Right. So we tell the story in the sequence of beginning, middle and ending. Like when we tell a story, so then what we do, first of all we tell the events which happen at the beginning, then we tell the events which happen at the middle, and then we tell the events which happen at the end of the story. So let's understand it more nicely or clearly by reading a story, and then we will do the activity in which we will sequence the beginning, middle and ending of the story. So let's read the story first. For that I want all of you to open your SR at SR 10 at the count of 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope you all have opened your SR at SR 10. So let's read the story. So here is a story, Sanjana's first trek. So in the story we can see that a girl who has a stick in her hand and going somewhere. So this story is, so before reading a story we will see two things. What are the characters in the picture and what is the setting of the picture. Here we can see the character is a girl whose name is Sanjana, and the setting, what is the setting? Setting is the garden in which there is rain. It's raining. So let's read the story. So on first page it is written, it was a cold rainy day. The it was a cold rainy day, means rain, there is rain and that's why the weather is cold. It had been raining all day long, means from the whole day it's continuously raining, that's why the weather is cold. Next, on page number 2, Sanjana got home from a school trek. She was exhausted. She had walked so much. So in this second picture, we can see that Sanjana had come back home from the school trek. She was exhausted. She had walked so much. She was so tired, so exhausted, and because she walked so much. Whenever we walk so much, how we feel? We feel so much tired, and exhausted means tired. Then in the third picture, she told her mother all about the trek. She as well that she has gone to trek and she gone to a hilltop and there was so much of greenery, right? And she told everything about the trek to her mother. As we go somewhere and we come from somewhere, we tell all the things that happened to our parents, our mother only. Similarly, she also told. Next, she told her about the cold lake. She told her about the fun she had. She told her that she saw a cold lake as well, and she also told her about the fun she had with her friends. We can see in the picture that she had a lot of fun with her friends. So in this story we have read about a girl who is Sanjana, and the next character in the story is her mother. She and many friends also are the characters in the story, and the setting is the room of Sanjana, the living room of Sanjana's house. And another settings are she is telling about the lake. So the another setting is she gone to lake, and one more setting is she gone to hilltop, right? So here are the few vocabulary words which we use in this story, and we will try to find out the meaning. Trek means you have read in the story that she gone to a mountain top, she gone to a lake. So that means trek is journey on foot, because we read that mountains, when we go to hilltops, mountains, then by foot, then we said that we gone for trekking, that is known as trek. Next word is exhausted. Exhausted means when we walk something or when we do so much of work, we feel very tired, then we say we are exhausted. So exhausted means very tired. Next is quiet. Quiet means no noise. When there is no noise at all, we said that that place is, or the place is quiet. Like when you are not talking in your class, then the classroom is quiet. So no noise means quiet. So I want all of you to revise these vocabulary word and learn them. Okay, let's move towards our activity which we will do. So for the activity, I want all of you to open your notebooks and make a table like this, in which you will write sequencing the events. The first box you will write beginning, then you will write the middle, and at end you will write end. So three column table you have to make, in which you will make 3 rows. So write and make this table. For this I am giving you a count of 10 to make this table. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Made your table in your notebooks, and let's see what was the beginning of the story. In the beginning we have read that Sanjana come back from a cold rainy day. She came back home from a cold rainy day. In the middle we have read about she is very tired and she has walked a lot. Then at last we will conclude why she was tired, why she came back in the cold rainy day, because she tells her mother about the trek and the fun she had. She came back from the trek and explaining all the things, telling all the things to her mother. So when we will retell the story to someone, then we will tell that there was a girl Sanjana and she came back home from a cold rainy day. She was so tired because she walked a lot. So at the end, when she came back home, she tell all the things about the trek on which she has gone and the fun she had with her friends. So in this way we retell the events in a story. Hope you all have understood this, and you have to keep on practicing by reading another stories from your SR and making the table, then making this beginning, middle and end events. The next section is the grammar section. So today in our grammar section we will know about adjectives. So in adjectives we will first of all we will understood what are adjectives. Adjectives tell us about the nouns. You know, nouns are the naming words and adjectives tell us about the nouns, or we can say that adjectives describes a noun. For example, how the noun looks, how the noun tastes, how the noun feels, like what is how is the noun, right? Means how means कैसा, noun कैसा है, बड़ा, छोटा, small, big, like this, right? So for example, like sweet mango, mango is a noun, is a thing. So how is the mango? Mango is sweet. We can say mango is yellow, we can say mango is so juicy. So all these are the descriptions of noun for mango, that mango is juicy, mango is ripe, mango is yellow, mango is sweet, right? Like similarly another example is long rope. So a rope is long, so now we are describing the noun rope as it is long. So what question adjectives answer? So adjectives answer us about the how of the nouns. Any noun, like if there is a boy, है बच्चा अच्छा है, how, right? So let's understand it more clearly with the help of some examples. Like describing words tell us about like what color it is. That I have given you an example of mango. So the color of mango is always yellow, right? So the color of the leaf is green. The color of apple is red. So what color? Then what size it is? What is the size of the thing or the person, or you can say like, so what size is that? Something is big, something is small. Then what is the shape, like circular, rectangular, square? Then how something smells, like so fresh, so stinky, so bad. Then how something feels, like it feels soft when you touch a soft cloth, when you touch something smooth, and something is hard, something is rough, like. Then how something tastes, when we eat something we understand the taste, like it's sweet, sour, salty, bitter, like this. So these all are the describing words. Then you can see a caterpillar, right? How does it look? So some of you will say it looks green, some of you will say it looks long. Caterpillar is long, right? Or caterpillar walks slowly. So, and here is two more pictures. One is of a sun. So you have to think about think yourself, like how the sun is. Sun is hot. Sun is bright. Then ice cream. Ice cream is tasty. Ice cream is cold, like this. So caterpillar is green caterpillar, long caterpillar, slow caterpillar, slow caterpillar. Then about ice cream, you can describe the ice cream like tasty ice cream, yummy ice cream, cold ice cream, sweet ice cream. And about the sun, we can describe it like yellow sun, hot sun, warm sun, or you can write bright sun also, right? So in this way we describe the nouns with the help of adjectives. So we will do one more activity. So for that we will take a quick recap of about what are nouns. So nouns are the names of the person, place or things. Nouns are also called naming words. For example, any box, chair, Ram, Delhi, all these are naming words. Whatever the name of anything, person or place is noun. Next is what are verbs? Verbs are action words. They show actions of the nouns. For example, dancing, writing, playing, etc. Like verbs are the action words. They tell us what right. Here is a small paragraph given. So read the passage and circle the nouns. Make a box around the verbs and underline the adjectives. So for doing this, first of all you have to read this passage. Then you have to find out 3 questions. What are the nouns in the passage? What are the adjectives in the passage? And what are the verbs in the passage? So we will read the passage. The first line of the passage is Rita saw a little mouse. Here Rita is a name, so we will circle it because it's a noun. Then saw, what Rita is doing? She is seeing. So saw is a verb. We will box it. Then a little mouse. Mouse is also a noun, right? So mouse is a an animal, so it's a noun, so we will circle mouse also. Then mouse is, how the mouse is looking, mouse is little, so we will underline little because little is an adjective that is describing the mouse, right? The little mouse was gray, so here the little is again the adjective, we will underline little. The mouse is the noun again, so we will circle noun. And gray is the describing that the little mouse color is gray, so gray is also a describing word, so that's why we will window. He went up, so like he is the we are talking about the mouse. So went, what mouse is doing, he is going, so we will box the went means it's a verb. Then the soft bed, the bed is, how the bed is soft, so soft is also a describing word, adjective, we will underline it. And the bed is a noun, we will circle it. And then on to the big window, then window is big, so window is the noun, we will circle it. And big is the adjective, we will underline it. Similarly, we will do in another lines also. We will find out the nouns, we will find out the adjectives, and we will find out the words also. Okay, then we will look at the answers, how we will do this paragraph and solve it. So here in this way you have to do, you have so let's move towards the next section, and that is speaking and writing expressions. So in this section I want you to write a few answers in your own words, So first is, where do you want to go? Like in a story we have read about a girl Sanjana who has gone to a trek. Similarly, you also want to go on any adventurous thing or adventurous place or anywhere, so you have to write down the answers of these a few questions. What activity do you want to do? How would you feel? What would you see there? Describe one or two things. So I have made some examples of these questions, and with the help of these examples you can also make your own answers, and you have to write those answers in your notebook and bring them for checking when your checking period checking timing is days are there in the school, that is Wednesday and Thursday. You can bring your checking and I will check them. So see, sample sentences I have made, like I want to visit an amusement park with my family. The first question was, where you want to go? The answer we can write, I want to go to an amusement park. Then I want to sit on the giant wheel. What you want to do is, the answer is, I want to sit on the giant wheel. Then I would feel scared at first, but I will have lots of fun. Like how you would feel. Colorful, and the giant wheel would be huge. We have described the amusement park and the giant wheel. In this way we frame sentences to answer our questions, right? Hope you all have understood it well, and thanks for watching. Happy learning.